with those pictures. Accurate.
All rise. 34 to 49 session. Judge Oakley presiding.
No seat, sir. Thank you. Last name is Parker.
Partridge.
Partridge. Mr. Young, your appearance.
Robert Young, Sumner Township, Your Honor, with me for today, ordinance officer Peter Gregory to my right.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Partridge, we've got a file here from May 6th. Yeah, blight on property. That's a misdemeanor, carries a possible penalty of up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. Do you understand that?
I do.
All right. And you've agreed to go forward today without an attorney? You don't want to speak to the court-appointed attorney?
Should I?
Up to you. You've got a right to talk to an attorney about a criminal matter.
For no cost?
What's that?
For no cost, sir?
Correct.
Sure, I'll talk to him.
Okay. Where is Bowditch? Is he up on this?
Mr. Bowditch is here. Would you like me to take Mr. Parker to see him?
Perfect.
Your Honor?
Sure.
We'll be back. Thank you, Your Honor.
We'll be here. Thank you. Smothers is waiting to talk to you. Yeah. Morning, Phil.
Morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Mr. Smothers, you're in line to wait, talk to the court-appointed attorney today.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Mr. Smothers, do you know which court appointed that you spoke to? Or you're waiting to speak to one? I'm sorry.
Wait in.
Oh, you're waiting. Okay, let me put you in. Where are you? Is there a button on your computer that says to join the waiting room? Because it looks like you left the waiting room.
Looking right now.
Join breakout room.
Yep, join breakout room, please. And then there'll be an attorney will come in and speak to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Heather, I need to go back in with Mr. Tygar. He didn't leave the breakout room because he doesn't know how to.
Because he's on a telephone and he won't be able to.
Yeah, can I get back in with him?
Yep.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are welcome.
Kate and I are across the hall. This is easy.
Oh, that's
Heather, we're ready on Mr. Moore.
Jeff,
Yes, ma'am.
did you speak to Mr. Partridge?
Not yet. I'm
He's
ready
in
on Mr.
person.
Moore.
I understand that. But if you can go speak to Mr. Partridge, and then we can
Oh,
get a
he-
couple of them done.
He's the young man outside
Correct, yes.
that Rob said. Oh, yeah, oh, okay. I didn't catch his name. I'm gonna mute them and speak with him.
Yep. Mr. Moore,
Ma'am.
yeah, I'm gonna mute you until,
Yes, ma'am.
but do you know how to unmute yourself when we call your case?
Isn't it *7,
*6.
*6?
Yep. Yep. So I'm gonna mute you just till, oh, thank you. You did that.
Heather, we're ready on Miss Ruffalo. It's going to be a plea.
Okay. Hold on. All right, judge is coming out.
Thank you.
Good morning, Ms. Ruffalo.
Good morning.
Ms. Ruffalo, are you going forward without a court-appointed attorney today?
Judge, I'm taking care of her case for her.
Your appearance?
Daniel Batar on behalf of Miss Ruffalo, Your Honor.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Waive a formal reading, stand mute, Judge. She is going to plead to operating while visibly impaired.
Thank you. Ms. Ruffalo, you understand the added charge and the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes,
You've discussed your rights and options with counsel?
yes,
You understand those?
yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today to the added charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you drive a vehicle in Huron Township on March 24, 2022 after consuming some alcohol?
I did.
And Mr. Batar, would you stipulate to a BAC?
Would, Your Honor, I would stipulate to .208.
Thank you. Are you satisfied with the plea?
I am, Your Honor.
Madam Prosecutor, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
Am, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Ruffalo, I have accepted your plea to the added charge. I'm dismissing the original charge in keeping with your agreement with the prosecutor's office. I'm showing your address on Charlemagne, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you talk to one of our clerks and provide a phone number and an email?
I did.
Okay, so the next step is you'll hear from our probation department. They'll schedule an interview online like this. They'll schedule an interview with you. Based on that interview, the probation officer is going to put together a report and recommendation for sentencing. You'll have a chance to look at that and go over that with your attorney. I'll look at that, and then we'll meet live for a sentencing where I'll determine what the actual terms of sentence will be. Do you understand all that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, Mr. Bitar, anything you want to tell me before I put the lady on a personal bond?
Judge, two things before you do that personal bond. I would let you know she works as a logistics manager for DHL, which causes her to drive out of state for work and travel out of state. So we're asking for permission to do that. And tomorrow she has a vacation scheduled where she's going to Alaska. So we're asking you
good
to
for
allow her to
you.
leave the state for that.
When are you going to be back from Alaska, ma'am?
A week from Sunday,
All right, so.
and then I go to Chicago
let me
the
see.
13th.
All right, Chicago's for work though?
Yes, it's training.
So you're going to be back from your Alaska vacation Saturday, June 4th, correct?
And actually, we fly back the 4th. We get back on Sunday the 5th, so I'll be back the week of the 6th, basically.
Okay. All right, I made a notation in the file that it's okay for you to travel out of state for work and the Alaska vacation starting tomorrow.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you,
You're
Judge.
welcome. I'm going to put you on a personal bond, a couple conditions, just generally speaking, stay out of trouble. Second condition is do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription. And third condition, cooperate with probation and Mr. Bitar so we can move this towards sentencing. Do you understand all that, ma'am?
Yes,
Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 if you violate your bond?
yes.
All right, travel safely and have a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Ruffalo, I'm going to move you to my room again so I can get some contact information from you. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Sure.
Thank you.
Judge, next is Salahan, Travis Salahan at 840. He waived MIDC.
Salajan, do you have a video camera you can activate?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
That would be wonderful. Thank you. And did I say your name correctly?
Salajan, yes.
Thank you. I understand you have waived your right to talk to a court-appointed attorney today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And I'm assuming you are aware of the plea offer that the prosecutors made.
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you accepting that plea agreement today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You understand that the added charge of impaired driving carries a possible penalty up to $300 fines plus court costs and up to 90 days in jail.
Yes, Your Honor.
You've gone over your rights and your options. You understand those?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to this added charge today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, did you drive a vehicle in Huron Township on April 4, 2022 after consuming mood-altering substances like alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you take a breath test or a blood test?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Do you know what the results were?
0.247.
All right. And Ms. Foley Carter, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
I am satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'll accept your plea to the added charge, sir, and dismiss the original charge. Have you talked to my court clerk about your address, phone number, and email?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So my probation department's going to reach out to you and schedule a pre-sentence interview on the computer like this. Based on that interview, they're going to put together a report and recommendation for sentence. They'll share it with you. They'll share it with me. Then you and I will meet live in person to discuss that report and anything else you want me to know before I set the actual terms of sentence. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to put you on a personal bond. First condition is you cooperate with probation so we can move this along. Second condition is you just generally speaking, stay out of trouble. And the third condition is Do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance, including alcohol, unless you've got a doctor's prescription. Do you understand those terms, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 if you mess that up?
I swear.
Mr. Saligen, do you have any questions before I let you go?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Have a great day.
Your
You'll be
Honor.
hearing from probation.
Before
Yep,
Mr.
thank you.
Saligen goes, can we get a fingerprint order on this case, please?
On Mr. Saligen? Ms. Foley Carter? Mr. Saligen needs a fingerprint?
That's correct.
All right. Mr. Saligen, can you show up at the Huron Township PD during business hours the next couple days to get your prints taken?
Yes, sir. I'll be there tomorrow morning. I can do it.
All right. I'll make that a condition of your bond. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Thank
Thank
you.
Have a great day.
Yep, you too, Your Honor.
Caitlin, Mr.
Mr. Bowditch, you got somebody ready?
Your Honor, I believe I have Mr. Moore ready, and then I'm ready in your courtroom on Mr. Partridge.
All right. Mr. Moore, do you have a camera you can activate?
He's on an actual telephone, Judge.
Then that would be no.
Yeah.
Mr. Moore, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
There you go. Mr. Bowditch, your appearance for Mr. Moore.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Moore. I believe today's the day I'm safe for an arraignment. I'd waive formal reading and stand mute. We've had a chance to pre-try this. Mr. Moore wishes to have some more conversation with me. We're requesting an adjournment, Your Honor.
June 9 give you plenty of time?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll enter a not guilty plea for him for arraignment purposes and schedule you to come back on June 9. How about 9:30?
9:30 be perfect. Good, Mr. Moore?
Mr. Moore,
Yes, sir.
does that work for you? June 9, 9:30.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
And have you talked to one of my clerks, Mr. Moore, provided your address, phone, and email?
Yes, sir.
Great. All right, I'm gonna put you on a personal bond. First condition is just stay out of trouble. Second condition is
Yes.
cooperate with Mr. Bowditch so we can move your file forward. And third condition is do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription. You understand that, all that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Lastly, I've got a no proof of insurance ticket here from 2022. Says you owe $220. Excuse me. Says you owe $120 and that you're in a payment plan and haven't made a payment since April. Is that right?
Yeah, because I lost my vehicle in this accident, but I have the money.
All right. Are you in a position to pay that one off or get back on a payment plan? What works?
I could get back on the payment plan, but to get there, I'm probably gonna need like the courthouse number, or I could just look it up. I think it's the same.
Do you have the ability to go on our court website? You can set up your payment plan online.
Okay.
We have Maria,
fine.
Judge, if you want to do it now.
Can he? All right, we'll put you in a breakout room with Maria, sir. She can set you up with a payment plan today.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, would you wish my,
Partridge?
yeah, you want me to come in, Judge?
Either way, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll walk in, Judge.
All right. All right, we're back on the record with Sumter versus Partridge. Gentlemen, your appearances, please.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Partridge.
Robert Young, Sumter Township, Your Honor.
Where-
Produce the resolution if the court pleases.
Go ahead.
Now allow Mr. Vote to put it on the record, let's get the conversation, so I want to make sure that it's put on the record.
Okay.
Your Honor, after discussions, Mr. Partridge and I have come to an understanding that the township would be willing to extend past the 10 days. They requested 30 days with the understanding that they would see progress, substantial progress within that time, and then they would set a goal towards total compliance.
Okay.
True. Mr. Gregory, ordinance officer, Mr. Peter Gregory will oversee this. He'll be able to go out there from time to time and have a discussion. I'll be relying on his judgment.
Sure.
It hasn't failed me in the past. Of course, the court has the ultimate final decision based upon pictures and the like, but if we have progress, as the court knows, that's what we're interested in.
Okay, so are we going to adjourn it? We're gonna take a plea and hold off on sentencing?
Without taking a plea, I don't have an objection to that. Again, compliance is what we're looking for.
Okay. Well, June 9th is probably too tight.
Yeah, I want to give them the time.
All right.
I think we're back to the scheduling issue we talked about
Yeah.
before, and if that in fact is the case, obviously we have no objection to that, but we would expect even more progress.
Well, absolutely.
With that date in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. My next date is July 25th, so we should have substantial work done in that time frame, correct?
There should be a lot of progress.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
July 25th, Your Honor.
Yeah, why don't, Officer Gregory, if you don't mind, why don't you put on the record what you see at the property that has to be
Thank you.
changed? So just state it on the record. You know, there's 4 cars that have to be moved. There's an old school bus that has to be moved. Whatever the problem is, go ahead and put it on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. What I have is multiple piles of material. He's a fence builder, lots of aluminum, plastics, all types of wood. So he's multiple piles of woods in the back on the ground. His fence is coming down. It's lots of stuff like that. Concrete, different things like that. Probably 12, 13 piles of stuff, along with aluminum stuff that's piled behind his house.
All right.
I go
Some
by
of it is-
percentages.
I'm sorry. Some of it, you're piling up scrap, waiting for a pile to take in.
Right, and steel's at a good price right now. It's just.
So everything else is too.
I've
All
been
right.
dealing with.
Have you seen the photos?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you know what he's looking at.
It is largely construction material and he is a
Okay.
contractor,
Okay.
but it has to be organized. He
Okay.
understands it.
Wouldn't the township also be satisfied if he put up a fence so he could keep all that stuff behind a fence?
Thank you.
Yeah, and what we started talking about was getting it, everything has to be up the ground, has to be neatly
For the
stored,
rats,
instead of just kind of
critters.
construed right. And so if
Okay.
he did that with good material, it wouldn't be a problem. And behind fencing, right now, it's not quite there.
Right. Okay, we got a plan?
We
do.
The issue on the fencing is it still has to be, we can't just put up a big acre fence. And
To hide it.
pile of junk in there.
Right.
It has to be limited to an area and it would have to be submitted to the ordinance for review.
Yeah.
And let me just say
Process.
this, I asked Mr. Partridge when we came in, I showed him these pictures and they adequately depict the condition as represented. So we will hold on to this, but no reason to submit it to the court.
Okay.
But if there's a question as to what the progress is, this is as exists today.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. See you July, what did I say, 25th?
8:30, Your Honor?
Works for me. All right.
Once again, in person, Your Honor.
Correct. All right, thank you, gentlemen.
July 25th.
And I've complied with every ordinance notification thus far,
Okay.
fully.
Have no reason to think you won't comply with this one.
Yeah. And 8 months ago, I got my last, so they didn't say anything about this issue until now. And
As long as we got a plan going forward, that's what makes me happy.
I'm gonna do the best.
All
I
right.
can. Thank you.
Have a great day.
That's all we got right now, Judge. Miss Thies, have you spoke to your client? Miss Thies.
No, I have not.
Okay, do you need to speak to your client?
I'm fine. We're just going to adjourn it to get the police report.
Okay.
All right, counsel, I'll call the file. Appearances on the People versus George Kaczynski.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jacqueline Tice appearing on behalf of George Kaczynski.
And this is Huron. Miss Caitlin Foley, are you there or are you otherwise occupied?
Otherwise occupied, Judge.
All right, counsel, I can give you a couple different dates. I can give you June 9th, which I'm worried might be too tight for your discovery, or I can give you July 14th.
July 14th, please.
All right, and would you waive formal reading and stand mute?
Yes,
I'll enter not guilty plea. So that date is going to be July 14th. How about 8:50?
that's perfect. That's perfect.
All right. And Mr. Gazinski, am I saying your name correctly, sir?
That is correct.
Have
Gozinski.
you spoken to Maria this morning to get your address, phone, and email correct?
No, I have not.
All right.
I'll
Perry
put him in the
Street.
waiting room after, Judge, if you want.
Okay. All right. When we're done here, we're going to throw you in a breakout room with Maria just so she can confirm your contact information. In the meantime, counsel, I'd like to put him on a bond. Any reason why I shouldn't just do a personal bond with a no mood altering substances condition?
That is fine, Your Honor. He has a clean record. This is just a isolated event
Thank
in
you.
his life.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Gazinski, I'm going to put you on a personal bond. 3 conditions, really. First one is just generally stay out of trouble. Second condition, do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance without a doctor's script. And third is cooperate with your attorney so we can move your case forward. Understood?
Understood.
Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you violate those conditions?
I agree. Yes.
All right. Sir, any questions for your attorney before I terminate the meeting?
Not at this time.
Enjoy your day.
I'll call you, George.
Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You as well. All right, looks like we need bodies now.
Yep, but they're all waiting for MIDC, so it'll be a few. Jeff, I'm gonna put you in your room, or if you can go into that room. Oh, Judge, it looks like
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Bitar came out with Mr. Harris.
Hey, Jeff,
All right.
can you do that?
Yeah.
There's a Smothers in the waiting room. I can't represent him because I represented his wife originally, so you're gonna have to take care of him, okay?
Do you have Alan Harris?
I just talked to
Truancy?
him.
All right, I tried to call him last night. It was one of those things they asked me to talk to him. His phone was full, so
We're all
go ahead
set.
and talk to him. I
We
never
got it.
spoke with him. All right.
All right, Mr. Bitar, your appearance for Mr. Harris, please.
Daniel Batar on behalf of Alan Harris, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Harris. Can you hear us okay?
I can hear you just fine. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And Mr. Bitar, where are we at?
Waive a formal reading, stand mute, Your Honor. He's going to take the offer. He's going to plead guilty, and that'll be a delayed sentence for 6 months.
Thank you. Sir, do you understand the charge against you and the possible penalty for the charge?
I do understand, sir. Yes, I do.
And you've discussed your rights and options with Mr. Bitar, is that correct?
Yes,
And you understand those rights and options?
I do understand my rights and options.
Understanding that, you're pleading guilty to this charge today and you're doing so freely and voluntarily, correct?
I am pleading guilty freely and voluntary. Yes, sir.
All right. So my paperwork says that your daughter Kimber was having a problem with attendance leading up to May 3rd, 2022. Tell me what was going on.
Yes, Kimber was she was missing what I believe was certain classes. She was logging in and then she was online doing her work. So and I was unaware of the piling up of work that she was actually missing. I got an email stating that she was missing from her math class, and that's what kind of sparked my urgency about catching her up. So I had been working with Kimber to catch her up on, I wanted to know about all her work. So I got a snapshot of everything she was behind. Kimber and I have been working very hard to catch her up, and I've gotten Kimber all the way from very behind to like 1 or 2 assignments away from being totally current while she's doing her current work. So
Good. And how old is Kimber?
Kimber is 10 years old.
Okay. Okay. So it sounds like Dad's on top of it now, and we should not have
Yes.
any further problems.
Yes, I am very on top of it.
Okay.
And
All
she
right, so I'll do a
will,
delayed sentence for 6 months. Just stay out of trouble and no more attendance issues with Kimber. If you're
Okay.
having any problems, reach out to our probation department here, Christine Oswald.
Okay.
And Officer Zernick can always help you get in touch with her, as can Mr. Batar. So if you need any assistance, reach out to Miss Oswald so she can help you with resources or whatever you need.
okay, I will do
Mr.
that.
Batar,
Thank,
anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, good luck, Mr. Harris.
thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Patar.
Take care, Mr. Harris.
Thank you.
Caitlin, are you all set with that next one? You don't need me?
I'm all set. Thanks, Phil.
All right, see you, Judge. See you, everybody.
Stay safe, Phil.
Thanks.
Heather, I lost Mr. Robinson.
What was Mr. Robinson's last or first name?
James.
Oh, okay, because let's see, maybe he's this iPhone. I'll run over into that room.
Thank you.
Caitlin, I put him in your meeting room.
Man, I keep talking when I'm muted. Gosh. We're good. We're just gonna ask for an adjournment.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I can move him back. It's just gonna be a prolonged adjournment if possible.
Let me see. All right. I just need, oh, he hasn't been arraigned, so I'm gonna have the judge arraign him and then we'll give him, is July 14th prolonged enough or do you need longer than that?
I think July 14th would be good. Mr. Robinson, would July 14th give you enough time, you think?
Yes, it should. Yes, it should. That should be well enough time.
Perfect.
All right. All right. So Mr. Robinson, we'll do July 14th. It's going to be with Judge Martin. We'll do 8:40 a.m. Okay. And when
Okay.
I'll send notice. So you've already spoke to a clerk to get all your current information, correct?
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was hoping for because she documented that she talked to you. So
Yes,
we'll see you on July 14th with Judge Martin at 8:40 in the morning. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Heather.
You're welcome.
Heather, we're ready on Mr. Smothers.
All right.
Probably. Yeah.
They just put them right in the waiting room for you.
If I bring them.
Jeff, do you want to go in and speak to other people? We have 4 more people waiting, or do you want to do it one at a time whenever you're done? Judge said whatever's good for you. Yes?
This
Who's
is
Joe?
Rob. Is there any Sumter ones in there?
You mean waiting to speak to you?
No, to Jeff. I gave Jeff all my pleas on that, so he's gonna. If I need to stay, I will. Otherwise, I'll let him handle it.
Right now, no, they're all, your people aren't showing, Rob.
Okay, he's got the pleas, and he can call me if there's any issue. Okay, dear.
All righty.
Give me a number, Rob.
Thanks, Heather.
Yeah.
734-347-8965. I'm not gonna be that far away. I'm at the cop shop in Sumter, but I mean, why sit here and do this?
I understand. Heather, I'm ready on Smothers, but we can entertain others till the judge is ready for Smothers.
Okay, then I'll put you, if you can go in your room and I'll put somebody in there for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Dan, if you want to just take care of one more, unless this is an adjournment, because Jeff has one ready, but he just went to go take care of another one. And then when he comes out and you come out, we'll take care of these 4.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, Heather, if Rob needs me, I can cover for him if anything comes up today.
Are you talking to me, Caitlin?
I am.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Certainly.
Mr. Bowditch, when we're done with these 2, because I'll have the judge come in, I will need you to handle Mr. Migrants. His name is Adam Migrants. I did put your name. I'm going to put him in your waiting room actually right now.
Hi.
So he will be in yours. So whenever we're done. So you're ready to go on Davis and Smothers, correct?
Yes, and Mr. Migrants is he not on the docket?
He is. He's on the docket at 9:10.
Oh, all right. Heather, well, you could email me the docket, could you?
I can
Well,
email
have-
it to you because I emailed it to you yesterday, but I can redo it again.
Well, I don't know why I can't find that.
That's fine.
No, it's not fine. I keep displaying my own ignorance. Let me check before I bother you again. Yes, Heather. Ms. Mortsfield. I don't need your last name, Heather. Let me see if this is it.
Mr.
Yes, ma'am.
Bowditch, your appearance for Leonard Smothers Jr.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Smothers. Your Honor, I believe today's the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. We waive formal reading and stand mute. I've had a chance to discuss this matter with Mr. Smothers. Your Honor, Mr. Smothers has a 17-year-old child named Logan. And he's the one that has been missing some school, considering dropping out and not finishing. Mr. Smothers intervened and got Logan to speak with a Huron principal. And Logan went out and got himself a job. But between the Huron principal and Mr. Smothers and Logan, they're trying to find a way to salvage this young man in school. There's a program that's pending. He's waiting for acceptance, in which Logan could not only keep his job, but finish school online. That's what they're working on.
Okay. So what are we doing today?
Well, Your Honor, if we could adjourn this matter to get the results of whether Logan has been accepted into this program, I think it'd be appreciated.
Okay. Mr. Smothers, what's the program?
Oh, it's a Michigan online schooling, I guess.
Okay.
Well, we went there and he gave us like 5 different ones, and we enrolled them on the Michigan, I think, Academy or something, Michigan Academy.
Was it the Michigan Youth Challenge Academy?
Yes, I believe so.
The one in Battle Creek?
Oh, no, I don't think it was that. It was on online school or whatever. It's Michigan.
Oh, okay. Okay. So will you know where he's at as far as acceptance by June 9th?
I should, yeah. They said they'd contact us as soon as he gets in or whatever. It's they just had to go back to the school and make sure everything was okay through Huron or whatever.
All right. So let's do this. I think we gave you one on June 9th at 9:30, Mr. Bowditch. Let's do this one at 9:30 as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, all
All
right.
right. Good luck, Mr. Smothers.
Oh, thank you,
Sorry,
sir.
Ms. Foley Carter.
Sorry, Your Honor. I'm also concerned about Landon, who is in 7th grade. He's missed 84 days, and Lily, who's in 9th grade and has missed 45 days.
A lot too.
It is.
What do we got going on the 2 younger kids, Mr. Smothers?
Well, I mean, Landon, I even I went on like I was calling the cops and everything. Like I think we had a meeting with you last year with the counselor or whatever. I came up there and we had it outside or whatever. I think it was around this time too. We had it out there.
With Miss Oswald?
Is that her
Christine
name?
Oswald?
Yeah, yes. And we was I was talking to them or whatever, and Lily was on online schooling, and then when like I guess they canceled her, but they didn't let me know. And then like her mom said that she was still going online, but then she ended up moving back in with me or whatever around like last year, around October or something. No, it was around Thanksgiving. It was more around Thanksgiving time. She ended up moving back in with me. And then she went online. She was still going online, but I guess she wasn't making her online classes on time.
How old is she?
15. Well, she'll be 15 in August.
All right, but with that many days missed, is she even gonna pass this year?
What was that?
Is she even gonna pass this year? Is she gonna have to repeat next year?
She'll probably have to repeat or go to summer school.
Okay.
Yeah, all three students are currently failing all classes, Your Honor.
Mr. Smothers, with all due respect, brother, it sounds like you're overwhelmed by this single parenting thing. You got to reach out to Miss Oswald and get some help because your kids are paying for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like, the Mrs. Smothers just moved back in with us about like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And like,
Okay.
and Landon has been going to school, like, on, cause they worked with me in the school, cause they said with the COVID and stuff last year that they wanted them just to get into school. So they set up where he can, the bus picks him up at 9:30. And then, he goes in till the school is out. And like,
Right.
he's been going the last thing, but he caught a fever like Monday or whatever. So they told me to keep him home. So I kept him home a couple days this week.
So let's try to do some kind of a global resolution, Mr. Bowditch, when we meet again on June 9th, dealing with all three of Mr. Smothers' children.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Good luck, Mr. Smothers. Once again, reach out to Miss Oswald if you need some help with resources.
All right.
Mr. Bowditch will put you in touch with her.
I know I tried to contact the school or whatever for Landon too about like a young, like a youth program I could send him to or something. But they said that he had to be over the age of 16, I believe, or something. And he's only 13. Because I tried to get him like a scare
Talk to Miss
program.
Oswald.
Okay.
Talk to Miss Oswald.
Okay.
All right. Good
All
luck.
right. All right. Thank you.
Mr. Bowditch, are you representing Alea Davis?
Yes, Your Honor, I am. We're ready.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Ms. Davis. Your Honor, today's date and time set for arraignment in this matter, waive formal reading, stand mute. We've had a chance to pre-try. Ms. Davis wishes to plead guilty to an added count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive a vehicle with the understanding the original charge will be dismissed.
Good morning, Ms. Davis. Can you hear us okay?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
And do you understand, ma'am, the possible penalty for the added charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate?
Yes,
Did you discuss your rights with Mr. Bowditch?
yes,
Did you understand those rights and options presented to you by those rights?
yes,
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today to the added charge?
yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you drive a vehicle in Huron Township on April 4, 2020?
Yes,
And at that time, was your license invalid in some way?
yes,
Mr. Bowditch, Ms. Caitlin Foley, are you both satisfied with the factual basis?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I will accept the plea to the added charge, dismiss the original charge. Mr. Bowditch, what should I know about Ms. Davis before I set terms of sentence?
Well, Your Honor, she did spend the last 2 years correcting her license. Her license, I believe, is valid as we speak.
Correct, Ms. Davis?
yes, that's correct.
Wonderful. Are you working?
Yes, I've been at my job. I work at Detroit Diesel for 8 years.
Good, good. All right. Anything you want to add, ma'am?
No, thank you.
All right. Fines and costs on the file total $500, but we do have some late fees. We've got a warrant fee, a late fee, and a clearance fee to bring it up to $645. That's due within 5 days, ma'am. If that's a problem, I can put you in a breakout room with Maria. She can help you out with other payment options.
Okay, thank you so much.
Breakout room? Yes, you want a breakout room with Maria?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, just confirming. Heather, can you
Okay.
do that?
Yep, I did. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Bitar, are you ready on Dolt?
Yep, Judge, but I think Courtney Hayes was before him.
I didn't even see Courtney Hayes. Okay, let me find her file. Go ahead, give me your appearance on Courtney.
Daniel Batar on behalf of Courtney Hayes, Your Honor.
What do we got?
Waive a formal reading, stand mute. I don't know if she was arraigned, but she's going to plead to allowing an unlicensed person to drive.
Ms. Hayes, can you hear me?
Yes,
You understand the possible penalty for the added charge,
yes,
and you've discussed your rights and options with counsel?
yes,
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the added charge of allowing an unlicensed person to drive?
yes,
February 27, 18, did you drive a vehicle in Huron Township while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
yes, I did.
Mr. Bitar, are you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Ms. Caitlin Foley, are you satisfied?
I am, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea and dismiss the original charge. What should I know about Ms. Hayes before I sentence?
Judge, we're asking you to assess fines and costs. I think this takes care of any issues she may have had. I believe she can get her license back now. And
Awesome.
she's learned her lesson.
Beautiful. Ms. Hayes, are you working?
Yes.
Where do you work?
I work at the Chrysler Jeep Toledo Assembly Plant.
Good.
Been
How
there
long have you
9
been
years.
Okay.
Going on 9 years in June.
Good, good. Anything else you want me to know?
This won't happen again, and thank you. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay, I'll hold you to that. All right, Ms. Hayes, generally speaking, fines and costs on this file, $500, but we've got a bench warrant fee, late fee, and a clearance fee that adds another $145. So the total is $645 payable within 5 days. If you can't do that, let me know and we'll put you in a breakout room today with Maria. She can give you some other payment options like a payment plan.
I'll take the breakout room, please.
All right. Heather, if you could put her in Maria's waiting room, please.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Bitar, I think we're ready on Mr. Dolt's files.
Yes, sir. Daniel Bitar on behalf of Mr. Dolt, Your Honor. Your Honor, he's going to plead to DWLS. The open intox will be dismissed.
All righty, Mr. Dolt, you understand the possible penalty for the drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied charge?
Yes,
And have you discussed your rights with counsel?
yes,
You understand those rights and the options presented to you by those rights?
yes,
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to drove while license suspended freely and voluntarily today?
yes,
Sir, did you drive a vehicle in Huron Township on August 20, 2018?
yes,
And at that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied?
yes,
Mr. Bitar, satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea. I'll dismiss the companion case of open intoxicants. Mr. Dolt, have you spoken to our clerk and confirmed your phone number, your address, all that stuff?
I believe they did last time, but if I have to do it again, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, that's all right. The phone number you gave us last time, all that stuff was correct, right?
Yes,
All right, I'm showing a speeding ticket, probably from the same incident date that you had a payment plan on, but you haven't made a payment since April, is that right?
yes,
Okay, we'll talk about that one in just a minute. Anything I
Okay.
should know about Mr. Dolt before I sentence him on today's file?
Judge, he's employed. I think these tickets that he received was holding him up with respect to getting his license back, in addition to one outstanding matter in Ohio. Now that when he clears up these matters and takes care of that other issue with Ohio, he should be good to go. We're asking you to assess
Okay.
fines and costs.
Okay, Mr. Dolt, are you working?
yes.
Where do you work?
I'm self-employed. I do construction.
Okay, what kind of construction you doing?
Any home remodeling, basic to custom.
All right, pretty busy, I would assume.
Oh yeah, extremely busy.
Good. Okay, all right, anything else you want me to consider before I set your times and your fines and costs?
No, sir.
All right, generally it's $500 on this file, but we've got a bench warrant fee, a late fee, and a clearance fee that bring you up to $645. I'm gonna let you go into the breakout room with Maria, so you can set up a payment plan that covers today's file, plus the balance you owe on the speeding ticket.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so just hang out until we can get you in a breakout room with her.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Judge.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we're ready on migrants.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Migrants. Your Honor, today's date time set for arraignment in this matter. We would waive formal reading, stand mute. We've had a chance to pre-try this case, Your Honor. Mr. Migrants wishes to plead responsible to a stop sign violation, a control device violation, with the understanding the expired plate, no proof of insurance, and driving with an expired license would be dismissed.
All right, Mr. Migrants, do you have a video cam you can activate?
Yep,
Good morning. You can hear me okay?
I can.
All right, that correct? You want to, you're pleading guilty, or excuse me, you're pleading responsible today to a traffic signal violation?
That is correct.
All right, I will accept your plea on that one. I will dismiss a no proof of insurance civil infraction, a registration or plate civil infraction, and a misdemeanor drove with an expired license. The disobeyed traffic signal is $180. That is due within 5 days. If you can't make that happen, I'll let you wait for a breakout room with Maria. She can set something up for payments.
Okay.
You want to talk to Maria?
Yeah, better.
Okay, just be patient. We'll get you in to talk to her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Heather, do I have somebody in my waiting room?
I'm going to put somebody in your room right now.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Heather, have we seen Joshua Alfred or April Carvelis?
April Carvallis is here now. She is actually speaking to Jeff right now. Joshua Alfred, no.
Thank you. How about Raymond Parks?
Not yet, no.
Thank you. Did we have a James Robinson for a while? And lose
We
him?
did. Mr. Robinson adjourned to July 14th at 8:40.
8:40 on the 14th. Thank you.
What's up, Dan?
Oh, nothing. I just moved back in here accidentally. I was
Oh,
looking
okay.
Caitlin, can you meet me in your room?
And
Thanks. And Heather, I was on the phone with a female. I think it was I don't know who it was, and she got disconnected. She wasn't on Zoom. She was just on a call.
Actually, one just came back in on a phone. So Marlise is speaking to her right now.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Ready on Carvallis.
All right. Mr. Hopkins,
Yes, ma'am.
so you're waiting for your attorney, Mr. Beams?
Affirmative.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room so that since we're waiting for him, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So those take about 10 minutes and if you don't. Yeah. And if
Who's that buying? Yeah.
Hello?
Judge is coming in just a minute, Ms. Carvallis.
Okay, I just want to make sure it was in the right place.
Oh, yes, ma'am, we're fine. Heather, is there someone else in my waiting room?
Not yet.
All right, thank you. Heather, you did send me that, I apologize.
Jeff, are you representing Ms. Carvallis?
Correct, Your Honor. Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Ms. Carvallis.
Ms. Carvallis, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Mr. Bowditch, what are we doing?
Well, Your Honor, this is a case about a young boy named Victor who just recently, with his mother, moved to the area. There was some problems they experienced when they moved here with birth certificates and getting him enrolled in Huron and closings because of COVID. But the ship has been righted. Victor is in school. He loves it. He's making friends. He's part of our Huron community now. They're recommending that this matter be taken under advisement for 6 months. I would ask the court to accept that.
All right. Ms. Carvallis, you understand the possible penalty for this charge?
Yes, I do.
And did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch?
Yes,
You understood them, correct?
correct.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes,
All right, leading up to May 3rd, 2022, Is it true that Victor had excessive absences at school?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Bowditch, Ms. Caitlin Foley, are you both satisfied with the factual basis?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. Ma'am, have you already talked to one of our clerks to confirm your contact info?
Yes, I did right at the beginning of this.
Good, thank you. All right, so I'm going to go along with the recommendation from the prosecutor. I'll delay sentence for 6 months. If you're having any more trouble with Victor, reach out to Mr. Bowditch. He'll put you in contact with Miss Oswald here at the court. She's our juvenile probation officer. She's got a lot of resources at her fingertips that she can help parents get things straightened out when they're having trouble with the kids.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. But while I've got you on Zoom, I've got actually three files here. We've got an impeding traffic civil infraction and a no proof of insurance civil infraction. Those are from 2020 out of Huron. Then we got a Van Buren Township speeding ticket from 2020. Looks like nothing was done on these tickets. You now owe over $1,000 on these. I can put you.
I know. I'm getting my.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm waiting on my taxes. I just got them filed as well. I was waiting on a 6-digit PIN. I'm going to take care of these as soon as I get my income tax.
Do you want to get on a payment plan, or you just want me to give you a due date?
Can you, when would the due date be?
You tell me what you're comfortable with, and I'll see if I can go out that far. Because I don't know when your taxes are going to be back.
Me either. That's okay. So if I was on a payment plan, how much would I have to pay? Because I just started a job. I've been without a car. That's been another issue.
Yeah.
Finding rides.
What do you think you could pay on a monthly basis? What do you think you can comfortably pay us?
100.
That's fine. I'm gonna
Okay.
put you in a breakout room with Maria. You can set up that payment plan, and then when your taxes come in, you can always come in and pay it off.
Paid it off. Yeah.
Matter of fact,
Okay.
I'll tell you right now, if you get your hands on your tax return and you want to pay it off all in one shot, come in and tell the clerks you need to talk to me. We'll make some kind of deal and waive you some late fees and penalties and gift you a discount if you pay it all off.
That would be awesome. That would be
Yeah,
great.
If you can lump sum it, I can save you some money.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right. Good luck.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna put you in a breakout room with. Oh, I hope she didn't leave.
She didn't, Judge. I put her in the breakout room.
Good.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Mr. Hopkins is waiting for his attorney, Mr. Beams, to appear, and it looks like a 1030 formal has already appeared, Caitlin.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know if you've spoke to him before. I don't think so, because I think it went straight from informal to formal. So if you want to, after Lisa's done with him, if you want to pull him in and talk to him, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll absolutely do that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Heather, have we seen Michelle Mintz or Laura Pierce?
No.
How about Catherine Wright?
Nope.
Burton Black?
No. They're going to have a nice no-show docket on the next one.
Unfortunately. And Khalil Wilson?
Nope.
All right, we'll stop there and see if anybody shows.
All right. Don't do anything with this one yet, Judge. I see your wheels turning because she's got to go talk to the clerk.
No, I'm just marking her off that she showed up.
Okay. Jeff, I'm stepping away for 2 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Jeff, if you can go in your room, I'm gonna put somebody in there. You're muted still.
Heather, we're ready.
All right, I'll let the judge know.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. McKean.
Good morning, sir.
I'm trying to find your file. Miss Caitlin Foley, tell me what we're doing with this.
All right, it sounds like Mr. McKean will be pleading responsible to a lesser total overweight amount of 2,500 today.
All right, so responsible plea with an agreed upon fines that cost 2,500 versus the, what would normally be over 3,300.
Correct, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Correct, Mr. McKean?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you pay that within 30 days or you need to make some other arrangements?
Can I make some other arrangements just to be on the safe side?
Yep, I'm gonna let you talk to Maria. We'll put you in a breakout room with her.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Dan, are you ready on Galloway?
I am, Judge.
Go ahead.
Daniel Batar on behalf of Noah Galloway, Your Honor, waive a formal reading, stand mute. Mr. Galloway, can you state your name for the judge, please?
Noah Ryan Galloway.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, he's going to plead to operating while visibly impaired controlled substance.
Thank you. Sir, do you understand the possible penalty for that charge?
Yes, sir.
You've discussed your rights and options with counsel, correct?
Yes, sir.
You've understood those?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the added charge of impaired driving?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you drive a vehicle in Huron Township on February 23, 22?
Yes, sir.
And at that time, did you have something in your system that you should not have had, some substance?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
Judge, we would stipulate he had amphetamines, benzos, cocaine, and marijuana.
I'm satisfied if you attorney types are.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge, dismiss the original one, Ms. Galloway. Have you talked to our clerk about your contact information earlier today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm gonna send a file to the probation department. They're gonna reach out to you and schedule a pre-sentence interview by Zoom. Based on that interview, they'll put together a report and recommendation. You'll get a chance to see that report and go over it with Mr. Batar. I'll look at that report, then we'll meet personally for a sentencing, a live sentencing. We'll discuss that report and anything else you want me to hear about before I sentence you on this file. Do you understand all that?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to put you on a personal bond. First condition, just generally stay out of trouble. Second condition, cooperate with probation and Mr. Batar so we can move your file forward. Third condition, do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription. Do you understand all that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Galloway, raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 if you mess that up?
Yes, sir.
Any questions for Mr. Bitar before I terminate the meeting?
No.
Enjoy
Hello?
your day.
Thank you, Judge. Noah, if you need anything, oh, he's gone.
Sorry, Dan, I'm too quick.
No worries. No one in the waiting room, Heather? No one looking for help?
Nobody yet. We have looks like a lot of no-shows today.
Yeah, I thought that we're gonna have some more
Yeah,
business.
go figure
today.
that.
Looking at the docket, I thought more people would be here.
But it was kind of a small docket, only 34.
Yeah, relatively small, you're right.
Hey, Heather, did that lady order her transcripts from our landlord tenant file?
She sure did, Judge.
Yeah, she's broke.
Yeah. Are you ready, Mr. Bowditch?
Ready on small. Yeah, yes.
Your appearance for small.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Small. As far as the arraignment, Your Honor, we waive formal reading and stand mute. I've spoken with Miss Small. Your Honor, we're asking for an adjournment in this matter. I think Miss Small has some things she could accomplish if we had an adjournment.
June 4th or July 14th, give her enough time to accomplish what she's trying to do.
Even better, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Small, that works for you?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
How about 9:20 in the morning?
July 14th at 9:20, Your Honor.
Correct.
All right, Ms. Small, we got some homework. Make sure you do your homework, all right?
Yes, sir.
That's on all three files, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Good luck, Ms. Small.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a nice day, Ms. Small.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Heather, did we have Mr. Miller show up?
Not as of right now.
That's a shame. He's getting a great deal. I wish he'd show up.
Is that your trial guy?
No, that's Hess, Your Honor. He'll be here in person.
Okay.
Caitlin, is Quattro ready to go? Or they're discussing right now?
They are.
I'm sorry?
They're discussing, yeah.
They're discussing. Okay, thanks.
I don't believe, Caitlin, any of Mr. Young's people showed up.
I was just wondering if I was wrong and there wasn't a Sumter dock after all.
And he, Rob, he said, I give them all great deals. Show up.
I told him that he makes me look bad. So him and I had to have a little chat.
Well, Rob can be, less than enthusiastic sometimes.
Well, still good as great plea offers. For the most part. I've seen what he does with drunk drivings, and I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that one sometimes.
But again, he doesn't have a giant as a father looking over his shoulders. Huh?
Well, sometimes I wish I didn't.
Your father's a big teddy bear, Caitlin. You're the one that's hardcore.
All right. I heard somebody told my dad that I'm just like him, but what was it? Something like meaner or something with a bad attitude. Wow.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see that attitude. You can be not harsh either. What's the best word to use?
Do you have Mr. Miller's phone number? He's calling and leaving a message talking about his internet connection and everything.
I don't have it with me, Heather.
Okay.
Why don't you call him and put him on speakerphone, Jeff?
What's that?
Call him and put him on speakerphone if you can get the number.
You're asking a lot of Mr. Bowditch, Dan.
Oh, it is a lot.
Yeah, well, if I was charged, I'd have to plead guilty. It is, I'm technically challenged.
I'm gonna call him and see if he's able to log on his phone so that he doesn't necessarily need internet. If he wants to speak to you, Jeff, then hopefully we can do it that way. Okay.
Thanks. You're going above and beyond for me today, Heather.
I don't mind.
Just today?
I don't either.
I don't know who that was. It was somebody on a telephone.
That just, tied here to the whipping post.
If you got that reckless driving trial today?
Hope not. We got a plea. I'm not sure if the police are going to go along with it. Hoping they will. I was on the phone last night with this miscreant till, 9 o'clock trying to get him to take this plea.
Can only lead them to water. You can't make them drink.
I know. And Caitlin and I were on, we've been working on this all day, all yesterday. We worked on this case. And finally at 9 o'clock, he relented. And then Caitlin's not sure if the police are going to relent. But hopefully the gentler nature, I hope will prevail and we'll get this guy out of here.
Going to voicemail, but I'm gonna chat you the phone number, Jeff. If you want to try. Do you know how to read your chat? Or do you want me to?
So.
Okay. Let's see.
I got the chat, Heather. Thank you. I'm trying to call now.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
I'm gonna try to text him, Heather.
All right, thank you.
If he calls me, Heather, we could probably do it by phone, can't we?
Yep, we can.
All right. I just texted him, so hopefully he'll call me. And I just texted him my cell. Keep our fingers crossed. Heather, they said that's the wrong number.
406-4821.
Check my chat again. 406-4821. Four oh six 4821. Yeah, they say it's a woman, not a guy. My name's
Yeah, the
Alyssa.
voicemail says Alicia Stevens and his last, oh, he's Steven. Well, yeah, that's the phone number he just gave me. And that's the phone number we have in our system.
734-406-4821.
No, you know what? 4831.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah. Cause his voice is very garbled on his voicemail.
Well, that's all right. Let me try that. So it's 3-1.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Hey, Heather,
Yep.
don't let me forget. I have a dismissal to put on the record.
Oh, okay. In which case?
Catherine Wright.
Oh, okay. Yep. The judge called her name earlier and was asking about that.
Lord, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I got voicemail, Heather. I'm texting you.
Thank you. Caitlin?
Want me to run across the hall and get her?
Maybe she's talking. Caitlin? If you don't mind, Jeff.
What's that?
If you don't mind.
Yeah, let me run across the hall.
Thanks.
Heather, she's not in her office, so. Did you hear that, Heather?
Nope. What was that?
She's not in her office,
Oh, okay.
so she's walking around someplace.
All right. I'll wait till she comes back. Thank you.
I'm here, sorry.
It's okay. Can you jump in room 12? For Attorney Beams would like to speak to you again.
Certainly.
Thank you.
No sign from Mr. Miller yet?
Nope. Did you get through to him or you just were able to leave a message?
I didn't leave a message, but I did text him.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, they only have satellite up there.
What's that?
That's what he said, that they only have satellite and it goes out all the time.
I think he'd be more probably answer a text more than he'd answer a phone call from someone he didn't know.
Yeah.
I did text the other lady and apologize for bothering her.
I'm sorry. That was the wrong number.
She was gracious.
Well, when she said her last name was Steven, I'm like, oh, well, I know his name has Steven in it. I wasn't thinking that that was his first name, not his last.
Well, as long as I got the right number, I'm gonna try to give him a call again. Mr. Miller, this is Jeff Bowditch at the court. I hope you're still trying to connect or something. I got a good deal for you, brother. If you can either call me, we can do it by phone, or try to connect somehow to the court. Try to do one of those two things. We still got a couple minutes, but we should be working on it. Thank you. Caitlin, I talked to Mr. Hess. I believe he's on his way.
Sounds good. I talked to Freddie Yono, and he's on his way.
Is this Yono's case?
Oh.
What's Fred doing?
You know what? As far as I'm concerned, he runs the whole operation. So, or he likes to think he does.
Is he involved in the Hess case?
No,
He's just on his way?
he's a cheerleader.
Are you talking about your dad?
No, Freddie.
Oh, okay.
Yono.
My dad's the most disgruntled cheerleader, but
See, now I got this video of your dad in these little skirts.
oh Lord.
You don't want that video playing all day, you know?
No, I don't think anyone would want to be subjected to that.
Instead, it's Freddie.
Well,
He would do it if asked.
guaranteed.
Hey Jeff, whatever happened with that case we talked about? Did you have your exam yet with you're muted. You're muted, Jeff. Can't hear you.
We have a PCC on the 31st. And after that, it'll be set for an exam. Megan says she has to conduct it because it's AWIM.
Yeah, she has to conduct it.
Yeah.
When is it scheduled?
We haven't had the, hold on, this is my client.
Okay. Make sure you mute yourself so no one can hear you.
Helping out today.
He's got an AWIM case in Wayne County.
I heard.
I have one that just got dismissed. I was on Zoom.
Wow.
Guy who got shot doesn't want to come to court and testify.
Wow. And they're still not going to proceed with it?
Nope.
Wow.
But we're recording and live on YouTube still. Better not say too much.
No.
Yeah, Caitlin, it's the world's a lot different outside the district court bubble.
No, I'm glad I'm not familiar.
Yeah, you don't want to be, trust me. You don't want to see how the sausage is made.
Jeff, Mr. Miller has called our clerk and she gave him the correct meeting ID. So hopefully if his phone doesn't die, he'll be on.
He's in the hall, Heather.
Oh, I thought because
No.
I have it like blacked off. I just thought that I saw like a piece of him in there. Thank you. Maybe he's speaking to Mr. Miller.
He's talking to somebody.
When isn't he, Caitlin?
True.
Jeff, if you're talking to us, you're muted. Unless you're on the phone. It's okay.
Heather,
Yeah.
I have Mr. Miller on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Miller wishes to set this for a jury trial.
Alrighty.
We need
And
to-
this is a Rob case, correct? Or is
This
this?
is Sumter ticket, yes, ma'am.
This is Sumter. Okay, I will have to get a hold of Rob to get together for a jury trial with him.
All right, so to be notified?
No, well, he needs to wait and let the judge get on the bench and talk.
All right.
So
did
do you
hear
have
that,
him
Mr.
on, do you have him on speaker?
Now, Mr. Miller's trying to talk to you, Heather. Go ahead, Mr. Miller.
You there, Heather?
I am, Mr. Miller.
Could you do me a favor and relay a message to Rob Young that Kay Atkins passed away yesterday for me?
That what happened? I'm sorry.
Kay Atkins passed away.
Kay Atkins?
Yep, he'll know.
Okay, I will pass that along. Thank you, and sorry to hear that. I will let the judge know that you're ready.
Okay, now, how am I gonna get a notice in the mail, or how's this gonna work? Because this has been so screwed up.
You will get a notice in the mail, Mr. Miller, and you'll have, and if this is how you're choosing to do it, you are going to have to appear in person here in Romulus at the court.
Okay, that's no problem.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I don't have nobody to talk to, because there's no, I wasn't driving. I can prove it. There's witnesses. And, I mean, you know, I'm not pleading to something that I didn't do. You there?
We're here, Mr. Miller. We can hear you.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. We're just waiting for the judge.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Mr. Miller, what's your phone number? Oh, I got your phone number. I called you.
I know. I was wondering what that phone number was, because I've been trying. They give me the wrong number. See, I didn't have a number on the thing that I got in the mail. Okay, all it had was the case number. So I called up numerous times to the lady up at the front desk. She gave me the wrong number for the meeting number. Then I tried to get in touch with, I think it was Heather. She called me back in the meeting, because every time I called, it said that the meeting was not started yet.
Well,
and I know last time we got hung up because my phone went dead, so I waited so freaking long.
He was in the wrong meeting room, Jeff. That was the problem. Somebody gave him the wrong meeting ID. That's why it didn't start. Sorry.
The number that I called you on, the 817-5437, Mr. Miller, that's my phone number.
I got you.
And my name is Jeff, and I'm your lawyer.
Wait a minute. Mr. Amadeo, do you need to speak to your client or the prosecutor?
I talked to you last week.
I can talk to the prosecutor briefly, if that's okay, Heather.
Sure. Caitlin, I think he's yours, isn't he?
Yeah, I'll head there.
Okay. Did you want to grab him?
Yeah, I can do it.
Thanks. And his client. Did you put on your robe and go out there? Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. He's not out there, but I saw him put on his robe. So that one's ready. Caitlin still has two more that everybody's yapping about. Mr. Miller, who wants a jury trial. He has Mr. Bowditch. Drove while license suspended. Mm-hmm.
We're ready to talk to the judge, Mr. Miller. You'll hear the judge's voice.
Okay.
is Judge Oakley.
Yes, I know him personally.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bowditch, your appearance, excuse me, your appearance for Mr. Miller.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Miller. As far as the arraignment, Your Honor, waive formal reading and stand mute. We've had a chance to pre-try this, Your Honor. Mr. Miller wishes a jury trial in this matter.
You got Mr. Miller on the phone? Because I don't see him on the screen anywhere.
I have Mr. Miller on the phone. He's having trouble connecting to any form of computer.
All right. Mr. Miller, can you hear me okay?
Mr. Miller, can you hear the judge?
Barely.
You'd have to speak up a little bit, Judge.
All right. How about if you just confirm his phone number and his address?
He's very muffled, very, very muffled.
I confirm his phone number is 4831, last four digits. And what's your address, Mr. Miller?
20501 POLE, Pole Road, Brethren, Michigan, BRETHERN 49619.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
All right. So, Mr. Bowditch, I'm assuming Heather said she'd have to get with you and the prosecutor to schedule the date.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. We'll be in touch.
All right, thank you, Judge. I'm going to mute
You
and
might
talk to
let
Mr.
Mr. Miller know that he owes us $894 and a payment plan that hasn't seen a payment since the first part of April.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Amadeo, are you ready?
Yes, whenever you are, Heather. Thank you.
Yep, I'll bring your client in.
Mr. Amadeo, your appearance for Mr. Warner, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. William Amadeo, P76194 for Mr. Warner. We both consent to this hearing via Zoom. And Mr. Warner, please announce yourself so Judge Oakley knows you're present.
Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Ms. Caitlin Foley, you can hear us too?
I can, Your Honor. Caitlin Foley Carter on behalf of Huron Township.
All right. So, Mr. Amadeo, you filed a motion to set aside a plea that was entered back, let's see, December 2021, I believe.
That's correct, Judge.
All right. I have read the pleadings. Anything either one of you want to add to the pleadings?
Your Honor, I'll just add briefly. I'm working in your court. I know you read this in depth. I just feel KIV is missing. I do think the Al-Shara, of course, does give us the right to basically withdraw the plea. And why I don't want to take up the court's time, the whole reason for this withdrawal motion, Your Honor, is because my client can't get his license with the guilty as charged plea. And I don't know if that's going to be productive in discussions with the prosecutor, her and I have a good relationship, but I want to at least give my client a chance to try to restore his license. And I do think the case law is on our side. I'll rest behind the brief. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Caitlin Foley, anything to add to your brief?
Just briefly, Your Honor, the people can see that we may not have the strongest argument. However, the fact remains that the defendant was given an advice of rights, offered and spoke with a seasoned attorney who, while we certainly weren't privy to the private conversation, very likely discussed the charges against him, his constitutional rights, and the plea offer. The defendant acknowledged on record that he did not have a valid driver's license at the time of the stop. 2 days later, he paid the fines and costs assessed against him, and the case was closed. We request, Your Honor, to keep it that way and deny the defendant's motion to withdraw the plea.
All right. Would a withdrawal of the plea in any way prejudice the people? I mean, is there any reason why you couldn't proceed with the underlying charge?
It would not, Your Honor.
Also, I mean, it was the officer that wrote the tickets, not, moved on or.
He is no longer with the department. However, we could get him back if we needed to.
Okay. All right. I'm going to set aside the plea. My judicial philosophy has always been to be free and easy with that unless I thought that the defendant was just trying to play games with the system. And that's not the impression I'm getting here from counsel and Mr. Warner. So I'll allow the plea to be set aside. Any reason why you attorneys can't go in a breakout room and have a pretrial today so we could do something with the file?
We kind of did that already, Your Honor, and I don't
Okay.
think we're going to resolve it today. Could I ask for a final pre-trial that we got to set it for trial? We could. I'd like to show the prosecutor a few things to maybe advocate for my client a little more.
June 9th, give you enough time?
Does that work for you, Caitlin?
It does.
That'd be great, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, how about 10:10 in the morning?
Sounds good, Judge. If I'm not here, somebody from my firm will be. Thank you.
I'm sorry, say again?
If I'm in trial, somebody from my firm will be here, but I'll make that date work. Thank you,
Okay.
Judge.
All right, that's fine. All right, Mr. Warner, that worked for you, June 9th, 10:10.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Judge. Take care, Caitlin. Bye.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one.
Judge, are you done with me?
I don't know. Heather, are we done with Dan?
I think we are with Dan. Jeff, we're just waiting for his 11 o'clock bench trial. But yeah, Dan, because our last, if anybody needed anybody, was at 9:30. So you're good to
Okay. All right, well,
Do
I'll
we have
sign off
anybody?
and
Thanks, Dan. Have a good day.
thank you, Judge. Have a good holiday weekend, everyone.
You too.
Oh, you
Thanks.
too.
Take care.
Heather, have we seen Paul or Anthony Dembinski?
No.
How about Emily Small? Didn't we do Small?
Yeah, Miss Small was adjourned to July 14th.
Yeah. Darius Walton, a no-show.
No show.
How about, no, Michael McKeon we did. Joshua Hess, that's the trial. right?
That's the bench trial. And we have Quattro Construction who have been in the breakout room on and off with Caitlin probably for over an hour now.
All right. So the only files I've got left are O'Day for this afternoon, Test for 11 o'clock, and Quattro. That jive with your records?
Correct. Yep. That's what you should have.
Thank you.
Attorney Beams, are you ready on Quattro?
We're ready.
Okay, let me see if I can get him out. Oh, he's out. Okay.
Okay.
Counsel, go ahead. You're with your appearance for Quattro, please.
Kenneth Beams on behalf of Quattro Construction LLC.
And Ms. Foley Carter, your appearance for Huron.
Good morning, Your Honor. Caitlin Foley Carter, I'm with Huron Township. I did have an opportunity to speak to Mr. Hughes regarding the Quattro Construction ticket. We will be amending the registration plate violation, the misdemeanor, to a no registration as a civil infraction. And the overweight will be reduced to 9,200 with time to pay.
I'm sorry, the dollar amount.
9,200.
9200. Thank you. All right, counsel, you have corporate authority to take care of these matters today?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, so on behalf of Quattro, you're going to plead responsible to the overweight. The equipment violation is dismissed. Is that the deal?
That is the deal.
You've agreed that the fines and costs on the overweight are $9,200. And
That's
you're also
correct.
going to plead responsible to a civil infraction, no registration, misdemeanor dismissed, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so the no registration civil infraction, fines and costs on that one, $200. And $9,200 on the overweight as per agreement. Can you pay, or can Quattro get all that paid within 30?
No, the company's experiencing significant cash flow right now. We're hoping to stretch it out for 10 months. It'll be a little under $1,000 a month.
That's a big stretch. Ms. Foley Carter?
I have no objection, Your Honor.
Things are tight right now with inflation and the raw material prices and labor costs going through the roof right now.
And Judge, we do have a representative from Quattro here that could probably speak to Maria.
Okay, we can throw them in the breakout and make that arrangement. All right, council, we'll put your Quattro rep in with our clerk to set up that payment plan.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honor.
We're all set?
How's it going?
Yep.
Good.
Are you
Thank
here at
you.
11 o'clock?
As soon as my client gets here, we're ready on Hess, Your Honor.
Jeff thought it was like 50-50. The guy might plead out.
He will. If, and I believe the officer's going to accept it.
Okay.
Correct,
I'm
Caitlin?
assuming that the expired license is going away as part of that deal, Jeff?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right.
I'm coming in, Your Honor.
All right, your guy in the building yet?
And I haven't seen him, but I talked to him about 10 minutes ago.
Okay. Are we ready on this one?
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, appearances on the People versus Hess.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, appearing on behalf of and with Joshua Hess. Your Honor, today's date time actually set for a bench trial in this matter. I've spoken with Miss Foley Carter extensively. She went to great pains with me and the officer. In fact, but we do have an executed plea agreement subject to court approval in which Mr. Hess would be pleading guilty to an added count of careless driving, civil infraction, with the understanding the original charges would be dismissed.
Thank you, Ms. Foley Carter. That's the agreement. And Mr. Hess, that's what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your plea to the careless. I'll dismiss both misdemeanors that were issued to you on March 1. Fines and costs on the careless, $250. That money is due within 5 days. If you can't make that happen, I'm going to ask you to stop down on the way out, first floor. Tell somebody you need to talk to the collections clerk. Okay. Any questions? Nope. All set. Be safe.
Once again, thank you, officer. Thank you, felony prosecutor. You did good.
So we expect Mr. Washington today? Have we had any actual contact with him?
I did the other day when I was talking to them.
Okay.
I had to call him and he was, I don't know, we were talking
For the exam?
or an hour and a half. Yeah, he used to be at 9 a.m. I started at 10, and I had to call the main office and they had to call him. And then he got on the phone and he said, oh, I already spoke to somebody and I'm gonna be late. I go, you want to bring him now? No, I'm not gonna be there for 10:30. I left him after this one. I don't know.
Well, that doesn't make it okay.
It
You know what I mean?
doesn't mean that he did.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, even if he did, I mean, so he gets a hold of security and says, I'm gonna be late. That doesn't help the person whose docket is scheduled.
Mr. McKenzie, who was here at 9 a.m.
Didn't know anything about it.
Didn't know.
Right. Right. So that day, did he confirm that he knew about today?
Yes, because I told him, I said, Mr. Washington, I go, I sent you a notice for this new year. Yeah, I got that. What's that about? I go, so we had to reschedule because we had all of our people ready to go. And he said, oh, okay, so that's for this, this Thursday. And I'm like, yeah, you need to make sure that you're there. You need to speak to your client. I'll take care of it.
Sure you will. Damn it. And he's such a nice guy. You know, he's pleasant, but it's like, damn.
Yeah. But I mean, what you're thinking on that Monday is he had to talk to the client, but I believe my client, he must not. Oh, we need to take And then he doesn't even show up with his testimony.
Right. And I don't think he caught what I was saying. Because I tried to, my standard thing with those no contacts is if the guy falls on his sword and say, I didn't understand how important it was, I won't do it again. I'm usually okay with giving him another chance. And I tried to tell him that. It's like, well, I guess we'll have to have a full-blown hearing and then maybe my bond will change. I've got an answer for you. Nope. Nope. For my cast iron, just regular old cooking oil. Yeah. Yeah. Or I've used coconut oil. Yeah. I've done a lot of them in just, good old fashioned Western oil. A lot of them. I mean, I bought some shit that most people would throw out, like buy a